Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And I would like to continue on, if I may, and if you don't mind, with our journey, our exploration, and our discussion with regard to each of the works that can be found and included in this wonderful, remarkable set, which is known as Pioneers of African American Cinema. And this happens to be the Kino Classics North American Blu-ray release of this particular set. It has 5 discs on Blu-ray, and on the third of such discs is the short film from 1931. And this is a sound film. It is a comedy film short, and is very funny, very humorous, and the jokes and the timing and the framing and the editing all are superb. And this is from the filmmaker Spencer Williams. It is called Hot Biscuits. So this is very exciting because this is the first time that we are mentioning, I think, directly the name of Spencer Williams in the context of one of his works. And it's described as being his first film. It is, as I say, a short film. It is a comedy film which can be described, I think, as being about a miniature golf game or miniature golf match. And there are certain details that emerge about the implications of this particular miniature golf match, and the reason why the match is there, the reason why this rivalry is happening in the first place, and it's how certain characters will try to win the match in the end, and how they will rely on certain very clever uses of, say, electrical signals and specially prepared miniature golf balls, and how that will hopefully, or maybe how that will either lead to some successful results on the one hand, or perhaps it might lead to some haywire comic hijinks of the highest order on the other. And so from there we have the comic genius of Spencer Williams and Company on display, and as I say, a really lovely and charming work from Spencer Williams that is a comedy and is also a sound work that is so well prepared, so well staged, and it has a sense of freshness and dynamism, as well as carrying through with the promise of all the jokes and the setups and the dramatic tension and the suspense as well that are provided to us early on and are paid off by the film's conclusion. And we have a number of funny moments of dialogue, as well as bursts of wonderfully comically timed physical humor. And there's a nice mix of various forms and brands of humor as well that are so well paced and so well balanced. And there's also the way in which the story is told as well. I did mention that this is in essence a film about an epic battle of miniature golf, but there are reasons behind why this epic battle of miniature golf is happening in the first place, and it's relying also on a kind of flashback structure. And so so temporally the film is going back and forth in time from a certain point of view, as well as being this great comedy again about miniature golf. And so this is a beautiful and delightful comic film, short film from Spencer Williams. Now, I should say also that it is a sound film, and I did make a brief comment a few moments ago about how I felt that it was a very well put together work, and indeed it is. It is so impressive in terms of how certain shots are staged, where the camera is placed. There's shots and scenes that take place obviously outdoors as well, so that's utilized very well. And also the way in which characters are framed within the space. There is a sense of a work that is well put together, edited well, and the information is presented very clearly, so it's so easy to follow along, even though there are, granted, quite a number of characters that one meets during the scope of the running time, approximately 10 minutes. So despite there being a number of different characters and all their situations and their backgrounds, etc., there's still enough that's presented to us in a way that makes it so easy to follow, and it's so delightful. And it has this great ending and denouement that is charming and funny, and really, really funny too. I do want to emphasize how funny it is. It's there are some moments where I was just laughing out loud whenever I saw it. So this is, again, a wonderfully put together work by Spencer Williams. And in that vein, I do want to say that I think it is also, in that spirit, a great example of the filmmaking expertise and prowess and artistic genius that is the filmmaker artist Spencer Williams. And he actually appears also in the film itself, so you see who he is, and he has wonderful comic timing, and the way he uses his face and his physical body in order to express those jokes and the payoffs. It's wonderful. But he's also the filmmaker, and he is responsible for putting together this really great short film. And so this is also, I think, an indication of the types of films that we will see from Spencer Williams later on in this set, because there will be other films by Spencer Williams, and I'm looking forward so much to talking a little bit about those, because he is such an important voice in the context of American cinema and cinema overall. And to get this, again, it's described as his first film, Hot Biscuits, and it's so good. It is so good. So please check it out if you haven't already. It is so much fun, and it is also a great introduction into the world of Spencer Williams, who himself is such an important filmmaker. And you get a sense of how artistically clever and intelligent, and how great his sensibilities are, his artistic sensibilities are, by watching this film, Hot Biscuits. So please check it out if you can. I should also point out too that the information found in the booklet that is part of the Kino Classics release describes how, and I quote, "For years, the film lay hidden in the archives of the Library of Congress until Pioneer's curator Jacqueline Stewart revealed the divergent spelling of the title, which had caused the film to resist being located within the archive's database." And so this is found on page 67 of this particular Kino Classics booklet release. So this is a type of miracle that it was located the way it was, and thus being made available to watch in certain versions, such as this particular Blu-ray release. So what a wonderful discovery this is, and such an important one too. Again, important because of the importance of Spencer Williams as an artist, but also important because it's a great film, and it's so much fun, and it's an early indication of the, as I say, the artistic prowess of Spencer Williams, again in 1931. The fact that this is a 1931 sound film, and this is his first film, Spencer Williams. I mean, there's so much brilliance here, and we, as I say, will hopefully get a chance to speak more about the brilliance that is Spencer Williams cinema as we get into, say, the disc 5 of this particular Blu-ray Blu-ray release. But for now, we have this great work, which is, as I say, a fun film in and of itself, and a wonderful discovery as part of the history of Jacqueline Stewart's work with the pioneers of African American cinema, and her research with cinema overall, and also the way in which this figures into the discussion of the filmography of Spencer Williams. All in all, this is so much fun, so please check it out if you can. A great work. It is called Hot Biscuits. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great movies. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. I very much appreciate it. Stay strong, stay safe, and cheers.